Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another blind run of Honkai Star Rail. We are on the start screen, jumping in. Did a bit of a tweaking of the sound settings. I did feel like it was a little bit off. I caught that in Genshin Impact when I was playing it after 3 hours. I was like, uh-oh. Something's off, and it's when I was in the fighting and the characters would speak while fighting that would overwhelm the audio levels, and I can show here what I've done. I hope it fixed it. I felt like the same thing might have been happening here, or you all called it out, like some of you called it out, and please feel free to do that, because sometimes what I hear in my headset, it's perfectly fine. But somewhere between what I'm hearing and when I'm editing, like when I'm editing, I can start seeing where it might be happening. It's usually cutscenes or something like that, and I'm like, where's that happening? Because these are split right here. But I think it's when there's voices in the cutscene or voices in the combat, the voices will overwhelm any of the SFX, so the sound effects down here. If it's like this, for example, like whatever case might be, like this was at 7, or anyways, we're gonna err on this, on the air on lower, and then you all can let me know if it's too low now. I'm gonna have to keep tweaking. I love the music. I mean, I'm hearing it everything pretty good and balanced in my headset, but I just want to make sure this is going output to all of you. Anyways, long intro. No one really cares, except you probably do, because if you're not hearing things in the game, it's obviously it matters to your experience. So, okay, without further ado, got a page of notes here from the comments. I might not have gotten all of them. I was sort of getting overwhelmed this week with comments from the Genshin Impact side and the Star Rail side. Not so overwhelming, but I like responding to comments on this channel, but when it's like there's that many coming in, I was like, oh my god, my brain was melting at one point. But I tried to take some notes as best as I could. It's relatively short in terms of Star Rail. I hope that I don't forget anything, but if I do, it's okay. We're still at the beginning of the game. Like, nothing can go spectacularly wrong that it's going to be terrible, right? So I think it's gonna be, yeah, everything's gonna be reasonable. So let's see, I do want to get some stuff done today. I want to do a little bit of cleanup here, just because I want to try to get some of these notes out of the way now, like get whatever I can now out of the way so that I don't think about it while I'm playing, So I've got the warps here. I've got 4 tickets. I think I just have to waste them as far as I understand. Hold on. Character event warp 16 days. Well, I mean, I can spend. I'm just not sure I'm ever going to catch any of these right now. I'm not exactly focused on this like a full-time job. I used to do full-time YouTube on top of full-time work on top of side projects, but that's when life was completely balanced and stable, and as it should, but that has not been the case for the last 2 years, and especially not in the last 2 months, especially not in the last 2 weeks. So I'm working towards it. I've got 4 tickets. I'm lagging here because my brain is catching up. That's right, the notes catching up here. I'm like, do I even do a session tonight? It's getting late already, but I do want to get at least a 2-hour session in and try to do some cleanup. I have some here. So basically land on the second planet because I should be depleting the dailies. I know, but it's like when you're at the beginning of the game, for me, there's just so much lore I want to absorb, and if I let that lore stack up, I'm gonna get completely overwhelmed. So this episode, I'm gonna try to get to some of the story, but if I feel like I'm doing a lot of just cleanup and lore stuff, I'm gonna dive into that instead, and this episode will just be the lore stuff, so that for the people who don't want that kind of stuff, you'll notice early on, I hope, and you can just move on to the next episode if you want to get the story. But if I can get to the story in the next 15-20 minutes, then it is what it's fine. We're kind of in the story mode. It's going to be a mix mash of stuff. I do want to read the lore as I go, though. But in any case, these dailies, I think that eventually I'll get to the pattern where the dailies become part of the cycle. But until I get this prologue arc kind of tutorial stuff out of the way, I feel like I'm going to be same thing as what's happening in Genshin Impact. It's like it's a slow burn for me because I like to get that heavy stuff out of the way so it doesn't disrupt me all the time, like through my experience. All right, okay, so for these, I mean, I have to let's see, use departure warp first. So I basically want to get as many of these burned away. So let's just pull now. I don't think it matters when I do. Whoa. Consume. Right. I can consume the stealth. No. We can go to the exchange. Let me just, again, based on the notes, I just want to make sure that I can wrap my head around stuff. We have, again, these characters don't mean anything to me right now, so I'm not, again, if I watch the trailers, it's going to help. So I do have to do, like, this week, because I'll be working, so I'm trying to record this stuff on the weekend, but then during the week, maybe I'll do some trailer reactions to the characters. in both Genshin Impact and Star Rail, so that I can have an aim of what characters I'm looking to get. Like Natasha's a given for me. I just feel like I vibe with her in Honkai Impact 3rd, so why not? And that ad, the ad kept coming up. We got the Star Rail Special Pass, direct ticket for the Astral Express with coordinates of specific worlds, suitable for passengers who just want to go from point A to point B. Insufficient materials. I need these things right here, which I'm pulling on, or I'm getting on pulls, I think. Star Rail Pass, Astral, Universal Pass, and this is insufficient, and it's these guys, same thing, that I can use to buy them. More simplified here for sure. And then these you can just buy up straight up. Are these like straight up characters? I think they are. Oh yeah, yeah. So if you get enough of these things, you can just buy the character? I mean, I feel like... Alright. Alright, is there any way that I can just do a warp without getting to 10? Like, it says 8 down here by me, right? But if I click on it, it says this, insufficient. What am I reading wrong? To buy 4 Star Rail passes. Why 4 though? To get 8. Ah, I see. So I'll cut around me thinking through this or talking this out loud. I think I get it now. So departure warps, I got 4. I need 8. I need 4 more. So if we do more of the plot, maybe I'll open up these 4. Also, there's like the whole trial character thing, and character trial right here, that I can do because it gets me freebies. And I did this for Genshin 2 and it was worth it. Now, the one thing I caught with the Genshin, which is probably going to happen here as well, is that I'll play this, and it's happened in Honkai Impact 3rd as well, right? Is that you learn characters that you're not going to use. They're trial characters, sometimes they're triple S's. I was like, when am I going to get this? Like, now, I see where they are like maybe a year from now, 2 years from now, 3, I don't know, right? But it's also what happens is lore starts to unlock inside the codex, what I'll call codexes, the books, the archives, stuff like that, right? And so I end up learning stuff ahead of the gameplay and the lore that gets dropped while I'm playing, right? I like this crit stuff. Crit is, I'm a pretty big fan of that. Oh, she looks kind of neat. A little bit of Magic Girl vibe. I don't really jive with my Magic Girl vibe designed characters, but I mean, she looks pretty neat. There's something about their designs.
Be watchful. Always.
They're just very good at keeping a pretty good balance, you know? Here, let's just go for it. Quantum. Do like quantum characters. I'm a big fan. Again, this is it's a lot of information.
Our fortune is clouded with
I'm just
uncertainty.
gonna play it and feel it out, and then I'm going to get more detailed about, you know what I mean? Like diving in. The characters I'm likely never gonna play for a year or 2 or 3. I mean, I don't even know. They gotta drop, right? I gotta pull them. You look cool. Who are you? Oh, you look neat. I did that with a right click, and I feel like I might have compromised something because I wasn't actually. I just wanted to take a look at her. Shit. Anyways, single target. See what I mean? But like now I'm doing this, but I'm like, what are you doing right now? I mean, I'm not even on Fushuan. I'm on like a character that's teaming up with Fushuan. Oh, jeez. Restores her own HP. Okay, and then, but you, I need information on you. What are you doing right now? Sorry, single target. Okay, let's just go back to here and let's keep it simple. And you're
We were supposed to attack yesterday.
Well, no, I mean, it's just a trial. Just relax. Everything's fine. There, go attack this thing. Oh my god. Oh, that. Yeah, she looks cool. Those who attack Guardian Shadow too fast, so it's fine. Everything will be fine. It's just a trial. It's gonna be fine.
Stratagems, constellations, are human creations.
Squishy. Boom. Holy crap! The visuals are spectacular. All right, well, I want to do yours now.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits.
She looks cool, man. Space.
Good omens. Fight as one.
Belushki? Okay. Ooh, what's that symbol right there? I'm gonna click and see what happens. Oh, now I know. Just click random things. It's trial. None of this matters right now. I would like to kick some of these off the field, though. I'd Appreciate it. Single target support. Nah. Oh, that barely did a thing. They hold the punishment of Guardian Shadow. I'm getting wrecked.
My lucky day.
Oh, there it goes. We got one left now. Bam. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yin and yang.
Let's do that one again, please. Squish him.
All things in this
Thanks for the
world
heal.
have their laws.
And I think it hits
Yet
everybody. So.
stratagems,
Hopefully we'll take the two out on
constellations
the end.
are human creations.
Squishy. That's crazy damage, man. I can't. Whoa, what the fuck? Come on now.
Constellations are human creations.
Oh, I can see it right now. I can see the audio levels are out of this world again. That's what I mean. Like I can't. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's these scenes right here.
Everything
I'm
came
talking louder
together.
because you're probably not hearing me until I called it out right now. It's happening again. You saw the audio levels, man. This is insane. Oh, what are you talking? We're starting this from scratch again? Holy crap. I mean, both of us are just going to go at this over and over and over again.
Allow
I
me
mean,
to make a divination.
here.
Converge and awaken.
I mean, now I gotta. Can I escape out of this and fix the volume? I can't. What is happening right now? What part of this has to come down? This is insane. This is insane. Yeah, but now I can barely hear any of them. This is weird. You guys are all having to survive. I mean, I might as well do something like this then. And bring down the master volume. Let's test that out. You're all just doing a little tester section now with the audio. No, I'm back in the yellow. That's okay. You know what? We're gonna take advantage of this trial to do this. The audio seems reasonable. Battle over. We'll see how this goes. Sorry, folks. The audio troubles. It's weird. The game's doing some weird stuff. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Let's take this, please. Thank you. We are going to go down the list here. So good. Groovy music. Let's go to Achieved. Let's grab this sucker. Ooh, lots of them. I'll take that jade. And I'll take that jade. I'll spam some jade here. Actually, I should probably read that out. No. A casualty of armors receive a total. Yeah, but see, okay, this is the stuff I get with trials. So I do a trial, but then I get all these achievements that come from the trial, but not from my gameplay. So they're like these crazy damage things that I was like, that wasn't me. That was like a character has 5 more buffs at the beginning of the turn. And hey, Cosmic Big Lotto in a single battle trigger the HP restore effect of Foosh one's talent. I mean, I suppose that's the trick. You play them so that you get more than just what they give you as the gifts, but you get all of these as well as rewards because you knock out a couple of these achievements along the way. Yeah, all right. Well, I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's a bunch of cool stuff. Let's get some... do I get anything for checking the news? I don't think so. Everything is so slow. Is that my internet? Probably, because I'm crap. The internet is a crap. We're going to claim all of these rewards from the Hoyo Lab. Pretty sure. Well, this one is thank you for participating in Hoyo Lab, Hoyo Lab, Hoyo Lab, Hoyo Lab, Hoyo Lab. As you can see. So, bam. Close that one off. And what else can I check here? I'm pretty sure there's other cleanup. So I'm still in cleanup. I'm at 20 minutes. But that trial, I'll cut around that trial so we can get some time back there. What was I going to do? My brain is starting to melt already. And I haven't even started, man. Relax. We are going to... Oh my god, for real though. I'm a little bit... I for real have... the brain has frozen. Like, what is this? This is Traveler's Guide. Experience material for characters provide 20... Oh yeah, no. I do want to use this. I need to level my characters. Stellar Warp character trials goes to... I see. Okay. All of these. Yeah, let's do them. I'm going to cut around some of these. Let me just get through these for the bonuses. Get some experience with the turn-based stuff, but this isn't really... I'm not sure this is really good content for all of you. So, I don't know. I mean, once I do it, it might be too late because I've already cut around it. But you can all let me know what you think. I'll leave some of it in, of course, but for all intents and purposes, I'm just trying to get the stuff so we can do some pulls. Get those last pulls out of the way.
Time to twirl!
Ooh! Got some auto stuff going in there. I guess I will see characters. I can see the trailers, or I can do these, and then eventually I'll see. Ooh, Natasha's in here, and I'll be able to see the characters. Yeah, and that's one way of doing it, I suppose. Yeah, makes sense. Do a blast, please. Down. No ammo. Ooh, Lordy.
You won't get away.
There it is. Okay. A mallet girl. She's back in the field. We're gonna go back to a blast, please. Oh, kablamo. Oh, that one did wow. Ouch, that one hurt though, huh? Damn. And we get the victory rush. Bam.
Time to twirl.
And she gonna get a reaction. Bam.
Boy, you.
Natasha, have you gone yet? Natasha, you waiting to go? I mean, you're right there. I'm not sure. Did I skip you? All right, it's finally her turn. Felt like I was going forever there, man. And I got some ultimates ready to go. That's crazy. Let's see what her single attack does. That's okay.
Time for a shot.
Here we go. Yeah, let's go. Single
the
target. Okay, well. Might have had it. Well, you know, I can just do this. Nah, sir.
Perhaps you still don't
Bye.
understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. I'm no exception.
For that little bit of damage. Overkill. That was fun. Take. Let's go, bro. Let's go, Welt. I'm about to go meet Welt anyways, so it'll come soon enough. Multiple special disruption objects. It doesn't matter. That's fine. I get ya. Max technique points reached. Yeah, that's good. Just gets me this stuff ready to go, and then for you, yoink. All right. Well, I got a little bit of a taste for Natasha on the field. I'll just have to wait. Oh, maybe she. Oh, there she is again.
Carefully.
Works for me. All right, single target, single target. I don't know. Let's go with you right away and just take you off the field. Bam, bam. Ooh, Lord. Goodbye. And then for you, I guess I'll go easy. Boing. Squishy. Oh, here we go, Natasha. We're gonna go. I don't know what this restores for like heal. I don't want to do that. I want to see what Welt's ultimate is. Oh, bam.
Stars shatter before
This is just that's so cool.
survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Shit. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go single target. Get some of our stars back, but I mean, to hell with that. Let's do her ultimate. Let's see what her ultimate is. I have to see what this is.
Just in
Here we go.
time.
Gift of rebirth. Gift of rebirth. Oh, brings people back. Oh, she's a plague dog. That's how that would be what that's all about. Can I can't cancel this now? Well, that's awkward.
Just
Let's
a little something.
give it to her. Oh, maybe that's not what. Oh, okay. Rebirth is it's a
Clemency,
some health. Why do you take some
never
damage?
heard of
though?
it.
Okay.
The
I'm not
truth
sure.
of life and
I
death.
don't know. Let's just do an ethereal
revealed
cream
in an
here.
instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
This is cool. Oh, 15,000. God damn it, look how much hit points this some bitch has. Holy shit balls. Yeah, let's do a crit strike here. That barely did a shit. Because he's not set for him, you know? So, what bounds? I guess I could read up on it, but it's better let's do Edge of the Void.
Naughty children.
I'll read it
don't
later.
listen.
No, my health
You're
is
in
fine.
bad
So
shape.
let's do it.
Step aside.
Oh, he's got
I
a burn
have
on
no
it. He's doing
interest in
damage over
stoking
time.
conflict.
Okay, that would explain things. Use one of these here. And then sure. Pop. Just
Time for a shot.
little tap and everything goes to hell. Ability details. Let me. No. It'll only show me the trial character. Okay, fine. I'll wait till I get to Natasha, and then I'll read up her thing. Splammer. Ooh, that did some pretty solid damage right here, though.
Clemency,
Stand down.
Savor the vigor of it.
High temperature. Okay, he's gonna get wrecked. He's gonna wreck one of us or what? Natasha's still ready to go though. Single target. A couple ammo. No, I barely did a goddamn thing.
can
Come
still
on,
walk
come on,
away.
Welt. Let's go. Bounce this.
Go easy.
Crit hits in there. Explode. All right. Thank you for the gifts. Natasha. No, Bronya. Ooh. Hello. Bronya's looking interesting. Okay. Allows single attack. Allows a single ally to immediately take action. Ooh. And increases their damage. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of neat. Increases attack and crit damage of all allies. Oh, damn. Dispel a debuff from a single ally. Okay. Support up there. Okay. Multiple. Attach it back in the field. I do that. 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 And
Enemy situation has changed. Show your courage.
yeah. There we go. I guess I should enter the field. I should always hit an E. Why not, right? Spells 1 debuff for the skill. Ultimate. The ultimate's good. Damn. What's up? Holy shit.
Move carefully.
Alright. Well, I'm going to use these up right now. Okay, good. Next. I want to... That's pretty good crit there.
You're in bad shape.
Do a simple one here.
Troublesome.
Alright, well, it's still good. Extra action, you son of a bitch. Target, crit, bam, bam, bam. Ooh! That took bullet time. What's that? Okay. Shit. Almost got him. I'm not afraid of no war trample. Take that
You'll
shit out
pay
of
for
here.
this.
Akablamo. I should get my 3 Oh, there we go. It's over. That was good. It's like a simple, slower kind of combat style. It's kind of, yeah, feel the battle. A little bit lightweight in the single attacks. I like the AoE, like maniac shit going on the field. Like that's enjoyable stuff right there. We have Gepard. He looks cool. Looks like a sci-fi paladin. Let's go. Yeah, I'll read that when I start. I'll see his stuff. Oh, he's gonna be flanking. Okay, good. And
I'm with you.
what if I just
I'm
spam
with
E
you.
like right now? Like, what does it do? Like, how many times can I spam E and like do anything? I don't know. I never really read into that. Fist of Conviction deals minor ice damage. Deals ice damage to a single enemy. And then the ultimate provides a shield to all allies.
Move carefully.
Works for me. Let's go. Single target. And take this leave off the field if you don't mind. Thank you, bro. Ooh, that was so close, bro. You could have finished it all off. I mean, I'm tempted to just end that one guy.
The die is cast.
Come on, man. You're so close. Please let there be damage over time there.
Is that all?
You know what? Let's just do this now.
In the name of Landau,
Bam.
years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That was cool.
Fight
Like
to
that's
win.
area coverage like that on everybody. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Okay, powering up. Powering up. Be angry. Single target. Get him. Get him. Yeah. Battle over. Moving on. Thank you for the gifts. We have. Ooh. Clara. Okay. Intriguing. Counter deals extra damage, decreased damage received by a character. Oh, barefoot. What the?
Take caution.
So cool. What the hell? Okay. Intriguing. I want to help. Deals minor physical damage to a single enemy. Watches over you. Oh. I think I saw. This is the thing that appears in the Kafka trailer in the windows, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Oh, I get it now. God, that took a while to catch up. I knew there was something back there, but I was like, I wasn't connecting. Like what? It was just that trailer was loopy, man. Okay, it was this thing is called a Svarog, watches over you. Svarog. Promise, not command. Reduces damage received. So a bit of a protection damage received. Okay, and then deals physical damage. Additionally deals physical damage to target with marks of counter. Okay. Okay. Just see what I mean? Like, I don't know what the support does, because if I do this, I just read her, and I don't know how to move this to another character, even though I'm not using that character, and I don't know what this character does. So it's like, support what? What am I doing right now? I don't know, support her. And she gets attack boost. Well, now I know. Now I know. No, is that the battle defense? Oh, I didn't know that I could protect myself, by the way. That is confirmed. I don't know how I read the ability, but I thought it was others. Protect others. She can protect others. Ooh, neat. That was awesome. This looks so cool, man. Oh. Pain is melt. I love this so much.
I'm okay.
Oh.
I need to be
Got a
brave.
counter on every attack. That's insane. That's insane. That's glorious.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirit.
I just love the idea of it so much, you know? I don't know. I'm going to put everything on her to see if I can increase her aggro. Also, I mean, increasing her attack, I mean, doesn't that like make her, that wrecks things with her because, oh my god, everybody, it attacks everybody. Oh my god.
Commencing annihilation.
Commencing annihilation. Oh, Jesus. You do not want to attack her right now, man. Let's go. Here. Oh, so good. How are you doing? Well, now you need a defense.
With me out here,
that's what you need.
how can we lose?
Boink. Go ahead. Go. Keep attacking her. Go ahead. Okay. Okay, I might need to get her on the team. I wasn't feeling any of them until now. I love this robot idea. I love the concept of her so much. I don't know. God, I don't know. I mean, we got the Himiko. I mean, Welt, yeah, of course. Right. But I mean, they're all cool. They are cool. I'm okay with any. I mean, this guy was cool too. Okay, they were all cool. But like, I really want her at this point. Yang Qing or Yang King? Yang King. The Hunt. All right, let's go. Looks like he's going to have some fun stuff because blades. I see a lot of blades. While this character is unarmed, grants continual increase of this character's crit rate. Oh my god, what? After the skill is used, all attacks from this character have a chance of triggering a follow-up attack. What do you mean? So I do one of these, damage boost.
Shift the
If I do this again, damage boost. And I use 2 of them. I don't think they stack. I mean, I don't know. I have to read into it, and I haven't done that.
Shift the balance.
So like I can keep doing this from the looks of it.
Shift the balance.
Like what's stopping me from doing this?
Shift the balance.
Shift the balance. Ambush. Oh, I gotta definitely strike first, or I'm screwed. Gets a first attack. That's okay. That's okay. I'll take it. I deserve
We're
it.
in trouble now.
We're gonna support him.
All the best.
He's the star of the show right now. Attack and damage boost. Let's go single on this one.
In flight.
All right. Well, load him up. Load him up. Load him up.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
Swords descend!
Whee! Battle over. That's what you get. Perfect. Got some more adventure logs. Works for me. And then we have Bailu. Keep this episode pretty clean.
Something for everyone.
Well, nasal voices always. I don't know whether to love them or hate them, you know?
For everyone.
It's always like a little bit congested. It's so good.
A little something for everyone.
Get him! Get him! Ambush, shit. I guess I could switch characters maybe and then do a better shot at sneaking in. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What the heck is this arm thing? What the hell is that? Oh, she's getting wrecked up front though. It's not doing nothing though to her. Look at
Let me
that.
tend to your wound.
Oh, sorry. This is her. Sorry, my bad. She was getting wrecked. We are going to restore. What is this character all about? Oh my gosh. What the hell? Okay, okay. Oh wow, that was a good heal though. God damn. All right, what are we doing? Taking out this one, I suppose. Oh, okay.
Step aside.
Got a badger claw
I
or
have
some
no
shit.
interest in stoking conflict.
Oh god, I thought I hit the wrong character. Wrong target. Get rid of those shields, please. Thank you. You know what? I'm just gonna hit this now. Boom! Here I come. Oops. What the hell? Okay. That was crazy talk. Okay. I probably hit the wrong. No, I got the right one. I mean, he's dead, so I guess it worked. Yeah, let's do that right there. Get both of these. Oh, I thought I had both of them in that shot. I guess not. And that's okay.
You don't look so good.
Single target. Get him out of here.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Ay. Let's just knock out both of these. Let's see what happens.
Time to show you.
Silly. It's so silly. I think I just threw that on someone. I didn't really pay attention to. Okay, it's an everybody heal. Push for me.
Look,
And then single
listen,
target, please. Oh, bam. Battle over. That's it. Alright, bam. Let's take some of those adventure logs, do something with it. We are good here. I think I've done, so that's off the list at this point. And I think that's pretty much it. Now the rest comes down to getting these warp cards, which means I might need to do a cleanup episode with this episode because I'm already pretty deep in to this episode with the trials. Even if I cut, it's going to be a little bit heavy. So I'm going to do some reading for the rest of this hour maybe, and then we'll move on to the story after this one. Okay, we got experience material we read. I do want to see just real quick if there's anything lore context here. All new series of the Traveler Guide, the Chef's Manual to Galactic Cuisine is now available for purchase. Admission, please connect. Okay, so that is in lore. Intelligentsia Guild representative method of payment can be arranged at your convenience. We have a neatly organized collection of educational adventure notes containing countless illustrations and text entailing adventures from beginning to end, as well as valuable information and survival related techniques. Why not just digitize it and save it on a photolith disc? That'd be much more convenient. Advanced technology is far more fragile than you'd think when faced with stellar storms and Euron flow eruptions. Besides, I'm sure the author of this book wanted people to read it in the simplest ways. Dong Hong, hurry up and finish reading it so you can throw it away. Who, a Dong Hong's like old school papers, travel encounters, a travel diary with messy handwriting and random content. It's not of much use to you. Is it money? It must be money. Like not money, mats for something. Experience material. Oh, experience, okay. And then we have, oh, I see each character has one of these. I see, it's one of the mats that help you level the character. A can of aether refined through special techniques. It's for the camera. It's camera film. It has material for light cones. Provides 2000 light cone experience. Handle with care. Do not drop or place pressure upon it. It damages and leaks. If damages and leaks occur, please refer to Chapter 2 of the Leak Disaster Response Manual for emergency response. I see. So this is the supposed sensation of the Garden of Recollection. No wonder the memo keepers can set off a cosmic voyage with memories. An imaginary substance that should exist in reality. The basic material to create light cones. The images contained in the light cones become clear when infused with this substance. Lost sparse aether and what? Condensed aether. Lost gold fragment, carefully collected fragmentum dust with irregular shapes. Under the right conditions, they can express specific forms of relics. When the stars return to the right position, just kidding. Extinguished core. It is a lesson that breeds evil, the impulse to sin. It is the source of the fragmentum distortion. A heavy blow has caused this heart to stop beating and lose its luster. Preliminary tests indicate it's some kind of hybrid. One half is primordial and the other half is something very similar to Stellarons. Department of Biology, Sarah Castro. Castro? Wait. A small amount of antimatter, crude material used for enhancements. Thief's instinct. A small amount of and material is okay. They are all looking forward to the moment of obliteration when they will be reforged and fused with the entire world. That sounds dark. Pin badge worn by soldiers of the Silvermane Guards. Crude material used for enhancements. It is full of scratches from the erosion of wind and snow. In ancient times, there was only one way Silvermane Guards could retire. Death. Ancient part. Mechanical part left behind from the old world. Crude material used for enhancements. Despite its size, it was cast and polished in a way that people today would struggle to replicate. Old-fashioned gears. A small screw in the old world is stronger than our armor. I do have a lot of stuff. Yikeroonies. Component used in Xianzhao's Ingenium creations. Crude material used for enhancements. The foundation of Xianzhao's Ingenium technology, the smallest constituent of all machine parts. Breaking it apart would be akin to destroying the cellular structure of a living being. This intelligentsia guild put up a bounty of 2 million credits for technical plans that can flawlessly disassemble Xianzhao mechanical puppets. If you know Screwlum, like the old school mechanics, Screwlum, then these 2 millions are basically yours to take. Screwlium? All right. We have a lot of stuff here. The maiden in the painting increases damage dealt by the... Oh, these are the card things. Right. I should probably read these when I'm... Oh my god, there's so much though. Each one of these has like a... like long lore attached to it, huh? I'm gonna read those when I'm applying them, because otherwise I'm gonna lose the context. I'm gonna have to read it over again when I can contextualize it. So let's not do that right now. Phase Flame. Tier 4 synthesis material. Okay, Genius Society, dazed by human measures of time. Despite that, she put her short life as a spider to good use, inventing new technologies that would have taken the spider kind thousands of years to develop. Of all her inventions, the most famous must be the technique known as phase change. What people don't know is that this technique was first applied to experiments with ions. She successfully created phase flame, which almost immediately changed to another phase. By the time the flame returned to the circle phase, the circle phase, our genius had already passed away. She tried to harness the flame, but had too little time to do so. Thus, the phase flame continued to change between phases across different worlds, leaving behind the seeds of flame. Circle's life was remarkable. She was smart, kind-hearted, and above all, humble. She remained curious and inquisitive, asking her final question to the club on the last day of her life, the answer to which has not been found to this day. Strange matter of destruction. Strange matter that seems to possess the power of destruction, resembling fire, but not quite. It is neither cold nor hot and will damage anything that comes into contact with it for over 12 seconds. Could be the Antimatter Legion's version of trash. Characters that receive blessings from Nanook all have twisted appearances. Don't know what that means right now, man. Nature's gift to human society, friend of mankind, savior of lives, smooth as egg white and full of protein. Every grain costs sweat and blood. Synthesis material. Protein rice. What the? Virtual particle. Tiny particles commonly found in the universe but cannot be observed in theory. Dark matter? Scientists are good at transforming theories into reality. I've got a virtual particle and an anti-virtual particle here. No, it's like literally a virtual part. It's a virtual particle. It's like a data particle in the real world. It's like it's a particle, but it's data. Because it's like another layer of sci-fi particle. Quantum physics. What kind of paraphysics? How do we turn them into a real particle and a real antiparticle? Now, look closely. Interesting. Mechanical parts. Essential components of all machines with strange shapes and specific functions. Without them, nothing can be made. With the same parts, Screw'em, can make entire planets and create cyborgs, but you can only make me a watch that runs 7 seconds late every day. 7 seconds is good. 7 seconds is good enough. Just a hair later than the clocks they use in observatories. Metal. Substance abundant in planets, crusts, and the ocean. Very useful, very handy. I've been to a planet where the locals consume metals to get superpowers. What? Please don't do that at home, as most metals are not digestible by humans. What the fuck? Particles that form the flame. Phlogiston. Okay. Genius Society number 2, Harold Punch, proved its existence, but number 3, Newell Iman, disproved it. Number 7, Bowden overthrew Iman's conclusion and proved it again before getting killed by number 4, Polka Kakamond, days after announcing phlogiston's existence. Does it exist or not? We're not interested, frankly speaking. Huh? Basic ingredients, synthesis material, ingredients that keep you fed, but taste less than ideal. Not particularly good, but it is edible. Can I eat it? Is it good? What do I eat with it? Eat it with. It's fine. It's the same thing. We got solid water. Okay. Compound composed of hydrogen and oxygen, essential to support carbon-based life. Keeping it in this solid state makes it easy to carry. Like ice? Like ice. Solid water. What is it? Ice. Oh, isn't it ice? No. Ice is ice. This is water. Just in a solid state. Isn't that the definition of ice? That's so silly. Disposable kinetic cannon. Upon use, increases attack of all allies by 355 and crit damage. Okay. But consumables. In a graveyard full of scrapped machines, Rupert I, the future emperor, awoke. It had nothing more than a damaged logic unit, an old engine, a RAM with 90 gigabytes left, and a robotic arm that had one movable finger. A loud blast was heard. 30 system hours later, Rupert had busted open the iron gate at the top of the graveyard with a disposable kinetic cannon. The shockwave of the explosion damaged this logic unit even more, but Rupert. Wait, Rupert. I thought there was like I was trying to connect that to something. But Rupert knew that it now held destiny by its throat. All machines were born equal, be those made for creation or destruction. Bottled soda. Upon use, the max. I just wanted to get the lore. A time-tested recipe crucial to the well-being of modern society. You get joy, sugar, fat, and a dash of optimism towards the future, all in one goodness. I spent all my life collecting praise of high morals, just so I can shake every soda bottle in the shop today. That's nice of you. And we got the Astral Express Star Rail Pass. And we got the special pass. Undying starlight. Precious things stay precious. At least they were once hot and bright. The undying embers. And we got Hertarium. The cryptocurrency circulating internally in the Herta space station can be used to purchase goods in special stores. Hertarium was planned as a digital currency, but eventually settled as a physical currency. It's worth mentioning that even though Hertarium coins don't contain any precious metal components, the high-definition silhouette non-fungible token contained inside it is much more valuable than any of them. Okay. That is our inventory, folks. And where are we at? Well, we're still good. I still have time. Okay, good. You keep practicing. I want to check something else here, but I keep going to the wrong place. But eventually I'll get there. You'll see. Is it this one? No, man. Why am I so lost? This is team composition, right? Yeah. Quick setup. So far, so good. And then we got our characters here. We got our phone here with achieved. This is for key impact. And there it is. A bunch of, oh my god, this is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Because all the trial characters triggering a bunch of stuff right here. Bullet time. Trigger Herta's talent. Oh, Herta was, oh, okay. That's who one of the characters was. Got it. Alright, that's good for that. Cleanup is over there. We got another chief. What did I miss? Okie dokie. Ambush during exploration. Well, you get points for it. For failing, I suppose. What else are we looking at? I want to look at bookshelf. Species of the galaxy. Woobaboo. On the surface, this book is no different than any other. Did I read this one? On the surface, this book is different. No, galactic species. Woo-woo. Yes, I did. Spiritual organisms represented by astral spirits can be traced back to the recorded beginnings of the Amber Era. The Leviathan's conception theory believes that some elder Leviathans were run aground after the Dusk Wars. During their lengthy slumber, their decomposed cells became the seed bed for organic organisms, and their dissipating life force became wandering astral spirits. However, more and more scholars have begun to publicly denounce the Leviathan's conception theory in recent years. Other nation theories are not included here. In the beginning, the astral spirits did not possess individual wills, and all they did was float and wander aimlessly in the cosmos. During the era of Trailblaze, as the Nameless traversed the cosmic expanse, the astral spirits became allured by the humans' freedom of travel. The mortal beings possessing the strong emotions of love and lust made a strong impact on the barren core of the astral spirits. Humans have become the most desirable hosts for astral spirits. The astral spirits would follow the scent of emotion and find their prey, possess their body, and turn the host into a mindless walking corpse. Hosts that aren't able to fuse with the astral spirits will die on the spot. A verified case of a nameless named Erwin Hessler became possessed by an astral spirit and managed to form a symbiotic relationship with it. Those possessed by astral spirits and ended in tragedy are lost as time goes on. Afterwards, these types of spiritual organisms hid and blended into human society. Their exceptional abilities to sense emotion and control people's hearts and minds are feared by many. Woobaboos have inherited the abilities of their ancestral spirit ancestors, but are not as deadly. On their own, Woobaboos enjoy scarring people and appear as ghostly, semi-transparent, shifting forms. After attaching itself to a host, the personality of the host will change dramatically and their behavior completely altered. After committing a series of pranks, the hosts will regain consciousness. If the brutal acts of astral spirits are for the purpose of possession and evolution, then Woobaboos roaming would purely be for fun. That's right, they go around being mischievous for no specific reason and would leave after they get bored. The ruckus would end and the host would return to normal, but the damages caused along the way cannot be salvaged. According to the space station's Adler's tier system, Woobaboos fall under the medium containment level. Although it does not pose a deadly threat, it does have the potential to cause a lot of trouble and should be kept from breaking loose. Terrifying. We've got fragments of Herta Research Atlas Volume 7. Traffic. There's a purchase. There's a really high market value there, man. That's crazy. Okay, I don't know if the names are going to matter, but Wen Horen is the handler. A beige and brown bohemian style rug. Places where woolen tassels should have been are now replaced by small golden stellars that oscillate up and down at the same angle both ways. It will automatically adjust the size within a set range based on the weight of the item it is applied to. It is the most common space survival equipment on spacecrafts. It successfully transported and saved hundreds of passengers in the first large-scale space transportation accident caused by the traffic event brought upon by the Stellaron. Right. A hideous goggle covered with compounded eyes like soap bubbles. The user will see 36 different perspectives that together give a 360-degree full view. It is said that this is a daily necessity for crew members conducting warp jumps and hyperspace jumps. Whoa. And the first traffic jam caused event caused by the Stellaron, jump ship pilot Bescott Wagner was able to avoid collision with 14 other simultaneously jumping ships due to wearing a compound eye. Oh, that's crazy talk. That's awesome. Next to the resplendent colors floating in the void lies a flat tin tube of about 32 centimeters in length and 3 centimeters in diameter. The tube is filled with dark gold gel, which absorbs all known colors and turns into that specific shade in the end. This is commonly seen emergency item the Nameless carries. Whether in the void of the cosmos or on the ocean of a planet, the beacon coloring paste will always release a line of brilliant colors on the cosmic darkness or on an ocean. It will also adjust its own color, contrast, and saturation based on the light source and shade of its surroundings. The bright visual stimulating colors of the beacon coloring paste allow the Galactic Rescue to easily spot signs written with it. It was invented by a Nameless who possessed great artistic abilities. This Nameless once experienced a flight incident and was trapped in a barren and desolate star system. In the end, with the use of scraps from the White Star fragment, he was able to produce the most magnificent item in the history of search and rescue, the beacon coloring paste. There are also cosmic bandits who use the beacon coloring paste to leave graffiti packed with profanity everywhere in the universe out of ill intentions, a rebellious nature, or an inflated ego. The Nameless. So that's something I gotta pay attention to, huh? So I'm remembering this correctly, right? It's when, there it is. Okay, a verified case of a Nameless named. So it's when they don't, hosts that aren't able to fuse with the astral spirits will die on the spot. A verified case of a Nameless named. I see. So the Nameless is when they form the bond with the astral spirit. And okay, form a symbiotic bond. Otherwise they become zombies effectively. All right, or they die. A research file about the inorganic organism. Okay, we've read this one, the Totinoid. This is the yeah. The rocks, right? That aren't rocks, turn into mineral ores after their passing, and that yeah. There's a big fight about them. Okay, we got this one here, the recording. Fool's Play, Calamity's Wrath seeks olden clash. Fool's Blade rends divine flesh. The recording tape is embedded in a spotless playback device. It is evident that the researchers have been diligently cleaning it. Push the playback button and the sound of magnetic tape idling can be heard in the deep silence. Suddenly, the storyteller's gavel strikes and the folding fan whooshes as a sing-song-like narration swells from afar. In the Elden realm, the sun fleets and the moon creeps, and naught survives where the divine penalty sweeps. Alone the divine light I shall sunder and pierce the imperial eclipse. The imperial eclipse. Okay, in this eve, this is a tale I ought to impart. Calamity's wrath seeks olden clash. Fool's blade rends divine flesh. Those of you here must know that among this cosmos of thousand stars there are eons who care not the world and hide amongst their land of peace, and the seven who inspire their foolish followers. The seven? We can use the seven? Okay. In the mumbling prayers of these followers, the name of destruction is often heard. Hark, the divine power of unraveling skies and ravaged earth and earth the word contains must lead the followers to dwell in violence, as if an insect swarm or the eclipse of the sun. This is the legion at which the cosmos recoil upon hearing the personification of destruction, the ruin author. Someone exclaimed, "Ruin author, what is that?" Another replied softly, "Is it a code word? It feels related to the legion." Someone else answered, "Mr. Storyteller is from Xianzhou." Xianzhou? It must be their slang word for, of course, in most words, they are also called Nanook. It is said that this legion uses black holes as their furnace, yin and yang energies as their coal, and everything else as their copper. Under the command of Ruin Author and their follower, the Monarch of Extinction, the legion seeks purification of dead cold stars. From whence do they come? The answer is cosmic flood. The flood myth inside a sci-fi space opera. All right. For what purpose do they act? We do not know. I lament, for the Ruin Author might For the rune author's might is insurmountable and forceful of strength. I anger, for all against them seek also to fulfill their own selfish agenda. Against the cosmic forces that could hold a candle to them, the Supreme Executioner finally recalled. Their home world, where it was ruled by unjust power, they assembled a force of myriad Void Rangers to demand an answer from their past. Unfortunately, they were met with a surnameless fool guarding the portal, wielding a rapier with an extraordinary power. The fool dodged most skillfully like a slippery fish in a pond or a flash of a falling star. The rune author did battle with the fool for 7 days and 7 nights, and eventually golden ichor seeped out of their divine body. This is the origin of that unhealed wound. Offstage, someone yelled, "For real? This is just something to fool the new people, isn't it?" A security department staff member stopped and "Be quiet and let Mr. Storyteller finish." In an instant, space and time reversed, and the stars lost their shine, for the rune author shifted away with his injury and his legion scattered. How could observers from the rest of the cosmos just sit and watch the spectacle? They regarded the golden ichor as the ultimate object of desire. Others seek to destroy it to weaken the legion's might. Yet another commented loudly, "That's right, exactly. I have heard this. It is rumored in a tavern somewhere in the cosmos that that serves this mead on its menu. What was it called?" A reply came, "Bloody Mary." That garnered a response, "Lame." The person replied again, "It's called the Ruination Filament. It's called the Ruination Filament." The response, "Whoa, that's cool." At one point, an uproar followed the incident. The ignorant left, snickering, and all returned to their busy lives. Among those who managed a share of the golden ichor, one hailed from the space station, our very own Nightfarer. His return caused many staff members to congregate and revere him. But after pleasantries were made, his character changed. A terrible trouble is brewing, and for the next part of the story, come back next time. Commotion broke out in the halls. That's it. That's not enough. Not going to connect to the invasion of the Antimatter Legion, are you? The whole time. This is a modern fantasy. Shut up and pay Mr. Storyteller. Come on, continue. Continue what exactly? This is a total hogwash, with a strong opening and getting worse after each beat. I'm leaving. Fool's Play. It's a monologue? Well, no, yeah, kind of. Geez, Space Station Introductory Guide. We have, I think I've read this. Yeah, the Herta Space Station Introduction. We have this one of Attack Records of the Obstacle. This is the one where everything starts going south with Abraham. Yeah. We have this one, feedback from the space station staff cafeteria. Question, we have been served dried earthworm for a week straight. Can we switch it up for a little? Answer, next week we'll be serving them in the following flavors: tomato, courgette, grapefruit. Oh, that's not fucking, I hate grapefruit, etc. Side note, due to the stock issues on the supplier's end, we will be providing the cosmic fried rice at an irregular interval on a first come, first served basis. Question, am I the only one who got diarrhea after having the synthesized meat? According to collected data, only you have displayed symptoms of this nature. You are welcome to come and try again. We will make sure to keep some samples for investigation. Question, I want to have eggplant. I want to have snap peas. I want to have cucumber. I want to have vegetables. You can apply for trials to try the newly developed veggie pills from one of the departments. Take one pill before the meal to experience the taste and texture of your chosen flavor when you're chewing any food. Known side effects include slight numbness in the left leg and unknown disabilities in some lab rats. Please explore yourself for more information. Oh my gosh. Question, the crops in my experimentation field kept being stolen. Can the space station not ensure this little bit of anti-theft measures? Did you subscribe to the security dog function in the seed aisle? Copy the following code into your personal terminal, and the system will automatically generate a dog for you in the form of an ionization grid to protect your field. In normal life, it can also become your personal terminal assistant. Question, don't believe in that stupid doggy function. Terminal assistant, my foot. I asked it to transcribe the voice meeting for me, and it generated 12,000 woofs. Answer. You can click the play button to ensure another doggy that didn't attend the meeting understands the agenda of the meeting. Question. When can we have an AI manage feedback to the cafeteria? The current responder is obviously trolling. Answer. Sorry, I didn't quite get that. Can you please try again in another way? It does get frustrating sometimes, doesn't it? Oh, geez. Weekly report by Department of Ecology researcher. Weekly plan. Complete the in vitro expansion research on small molecule compound composition combinations. Weekly progress. Can't find suitable compound materials. Only completed hypothesis proposal. Weekly conclusion. No worries. It can be done next time. HERDA system week 119. Weekly plan. Cooperate with the medical department and study the automated applications of magnetically controlled microstructure modulation and tissue regeneration. Weekly progress at 50% continue. Weekly conclusion. I didn't think Joanne would be able to do things strictly by the books and be so efficient. I made at least 5 operation mistakes this week. I need to learn from Joanne next time. Oh, geez. Weekly plan. Cooperate with the medical department. Study the automated applications of magnetically controlled. Same thing. Complete the thesis. Okay. Weekly progress, 75%. Department of Ecology incomplete. Medical department and 0 progress. Weekly conclusion. I heard Joanne was down with some kind of virus. Hope she's fine. Study temporarily suspended. Cooperate with medical department. Conducted blah, 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 blah. At 75%. No new progress. Waiting on the medical department. Conclusion. This Joanne, excuses galore, just doesn't want to work. Haha. What thesis? Procrastinating again? Haha. My study, my report, my output. Why does the medical department continue to employ someone like this? Shameful. I will never work with her again. HERDA system week 122. Complete the in vivo analysis of homing mechanism of alien cells. Work progress. The homing process of cells in this new microenvironment has been understood, and the underlying structure and principles of action need to be followed up. Weekly conclusion. This time is essentially my own effort. But I didn't think Joanne has this kind of connection to acquire alien usher cells. She only has a little bit of wrapping up to do. So I'll help her out this time. Joanne is not too bad. Maybe her procrastination is a little serious. What? But she's still a kind person. Oh, Herta. God damn it. Oh, that's not bad. There's not that many to read right now. I might run into some redos here. Hey, sometimes I really feel like I want to quit. Is it because that guy harassing you? Yeah, we read that one, so we can move past that one. We got Totenoids are rocks. We got Herta's manuscripts. Did I read this one? On that day, Scholar Cleo from the Candelabrophos asked me, is there something you would like to write for the universe? I told her there was nothing, and she replied solemnly, please just write something. It is a request from the IPC. To be honest, I've never thought about this before. The Genius Society has its own rules and rarely ever shares anything with the outside world. Actually, why should we care about what happens to the universe? Our research and discoveries make us happy, and that's more than enough. Even if the cosmos were to go into all-out war, we would be able to take care of ourselves with our abilities. However, judging from a different perspective, what harm could it do even if I were to write a book? None that I could think of. In fact, I'm not the only one who's thought of publishing in the history of the Genius Society. Xander, member number 1 of the Genius Society, wrote a book before. Aiden, member number 2 and inventor of nine-worded formulae, also wrote a book. To my knowledge, Scrulium, member 76, also wrote a book. A booklet a few Amber eras ago to educate its butler on the maintenance of a large computer management system. Besides, the great news, the erudition, also stored all the information within its body. Isn't this also a form of writing? Having thought of all of this, I feel it would not be a bad thing to actually sit down and write a book of my own. The IPC sent someone last week to deliver the down payment for the book. I was shocked to see that the number of zeros on it. I began to think seriously about writing. First, I need to explain the content of this book. Within this preface, it will not contain any of the groundbreaking discoveries, nor will it have intrinsic mathematical deductions. Though I am famous for the above, I wish to display my true self here. Truth be told, I want to write a book about the universe, eons, factions, and everything else. I have had more frequent interactions with other worlds in the past Amber eras. I began to work with the IPC's assisted Shanzhou in their battle against the abominations, got my hands on numerous collections from the Astral Express, and stirred up some trouble with the Garden of Recollection. I've been more active recently than I have been ever before. I've noticed that the truly interesting things in the universe aren't its cold laws and rules, but the eons. I know, for me it's always aeons. Okay, so I don't know which one I'm going to say now that I'm playing, and it's going to be odd for people. I don't know. Is anyone else out there ever say aeons instead of eons? Is it just me? Aeons formed of highly condensed philosophy and the foolish, conniving humans gathering around the aeons. That's going to get stuck in my brain every time I say it. This is what I want to write. The lonesome gods and their insouciant followers. I hope the readers will find the book satisfying. Thank you, IPC, for your sponsorship. I don't have this one. And then we get chapter 3, and that's the thing. Oh, scratched out. Chapter 26. Feel like this is a really long book. I think hopefully this says new here, or this lights up on this menu here. Hopefully lights up. It lets me know there's something new inside it, and then when I click it, it'll actually show me the new one, because otherwise I could lose track of this one. Intelligentsia Guild. The universe is vast and without bounds. Their edition encompasses countless geniuses, have their own ways with words, as the ordinaries have their own self-satisfactions. Aside from the Genius Society, whose pool of extraordinary talent merited them a personal acknowledgement from News. There is another organization that is motivated by erudition and tirelessly continues its studies and research, known as Intelligentsia Guild. Intelligentsia Guild. Thinking of the Academia and Genshin Impact. All personal bias aside, the hard work of the Intelligentsia Guild deserves a degree of respect. News Club is filled with weirdos, lunatics, lone wolves, antisocial geniuses, and outcasts. Though they continuously produce astonishing findings, they never share their knowledge with the outside world, let alone publish it, with this book as an exception. The philosophy of the Intelligentsia Guild is to instead communicate and share. Knowledge is a type of hard currency, and miracles are only brought about when currency is in circulation. As such, they exchange knowledge for wisdom and formulas for recipes. Yeah, okay. The IPC accepted and sponsored them in a very generous fashion, lending them the near infinite powers of the IPC and the technology to move across worlds. The scholars traverse across many worlds and collect all valuable knowledge, turning it into a commodity. The Intelligentsia Guild is more like a commerce group than compared to ordinary researchers. Knowledge as a system. No, that's cool. As a monetary system or an exchange system of value it's like a stock. Knowledge becomes like a stock or currency infrastructure. Their structure is built upon basic individual organizations of schools, each responsible for their own earnings and expenses. The scholars would research and trade the knowledge they've acquired in their area of expertise, trying to obtain truly priceless treasures this way. The following are a few more renowned schools of the reader's perusal. Synesthesia School. The Synesthesia School is undoubtedly the school that has made the greatest contribution to the cosmos. For a very long time, communication has been a critical issue that has troubled the IPC. The foundation of any trade is its contract. However, the drafting of a contract requires mutual acknowledgement of its terms, and there is a long and complicated list of languages spoken by intellectual life forms. The researchers of Synesthesia School work to build a common thought bridge between the different species, known as the Synesthesia Beacon. That's widely used today. Thanks to the Synesthesia Beacon, all body movements, flash signals, sound vibrations, or the change in odor molecules, any sort of signal that holds meaning, will be converted into a thought pulse and translated into a comprehensible language. I love it. The first obstacle of communication has been overcome. The IPC used the Synesthesia beacon as the foundation and built a giant database storing the speech and vocabulary of almost 100 million languages. Inscriptions are no longer a mystery. It is said that the IPC is still paying the Synesthesia School a hefty licensing fee each quarter. This school has the wealth of a nation. A reliable contact has informed the writer that the next research topic of Synesthesia School will be long-distance communication via ultra remote sensing technology. This technology was already invented by Elias Salus, member 56 of the Genius Society, and put into the use of the Genius Society over 100 amber eras ago. I'm assuming that's years. Amber, like sun, years. I don't know. They must be something like that. But of course, the geniuses encourage the average Joe to continue to develop their own erudition. Astral Ecology School. This school views the cosmos as a large ecological observation subject. They are obsessed with studying the void song whale, space whales, radiant jellyfish, and other organisms of the cosmos. The school earned its recognition of the discovery of the celestial comet wall. The IPC was exhilarated yet to hear the confirmation that this was an ancient creation of Klepoth, Eon of Preservation. That sounds like a Cthulhu god, slumbering god. They paid the school an incredibly large sum of money, once again proving the old saying of work smart, not hard to be correct. Candelagraphos. The Candelagraphos is the painting department of the guild. They are made of countless authors, transcribers, typists, programmers, and workers who produce books. This school is founded upon the noble gesture of altruism, surrendering selfish scientific research, and throwing themselves at the grand service of sharing wisdom with more people. The science of the Intelligentsia Guild is gathered here and organized into books to be published and sold to all the worlds. The most famous series is definitely The Traveler's Guide. Armed Archaeologists. Okay. This is a school passionate about cosmic exploration and archaeology. They are always headed to the most desolate planets and exploring the most dangerous ruins. Try to imagine a group of scholars armed to the teeth leading a dozen mercenaries out of an exploration vessel and crawling in and out of the crevices, I love that word, sorry. Crevices of ancient buildings that have been forgotten for countless amber eras. They would leave behind the few fools that accidentally triggered various traps as an offering. Upon reaching their destination, they would dig up valuable artifacts and ancient writings before calmly laying down explosives and opening a path made from total destruction. They would then happily board their ship and leave. Some say they look more to be mercenaries than scholars, but that's up to each person to interpret. Quantum History School. This is a new school. Interesting that say new school. This is a new school reformed from the bankrupted Psychology History School. Its original purpose is to find the influences of disturbance and patterns of change hidden throughout history, and then make predictions for the future. However, they've become a group of scammers. They use a series of complex calculations for fortune telling. Wait a minute. I literally just heard Aether from Genshin Impact talking to Paimon about, like, she asked him to, like, fortune tell, I guess, based on constellations. I mean, he's obviously bullshitting. Now I'm reading this going, wait, what? Wait a minute. The reason I've included this school is to wrap up this interesting piece of writing with a funny joke. Okay. I was going to say, because Quantum is it's a type that runs through these games, and I haven't hit the knowledge yet. Some of it, but I haven't hit like the explicit knowledge or explained to me inside the lore of the worlds. But I know that quantum and imaginary are a big concept in this, and I know because of comments about the imaginary tree, which I haven't hit yet, but I can conceptualize what that is referencing. There's the whole Yggdrasil, or Yggdrasil, whatever, however you want to pronounce it, the Norse legend tree, where the roots are like cavernous. Like, I mean, I've always envisioned the roots of Yggdrasil being like caves inside mountains, is how I always interpret it, and then the branches stretching into the heavens, and that's kind of like it's celestial pathways and stuff like that. But I feel like there's something else going on here because of the multiverse and how it works. I know someone in the comments explained something about leaves. Eventually I get to this lore. I'm sure that I would like to absorb it based on how the content gives it to me, because I do want to wrap my own thoughts around a cosmology behind this. Because I got a lot of years inside like Planescape methodologies and cosmologies from the early 90s Dungeons and Dragons setting that dealt with a lot of cosmology around planes and stuff like that, or planar cosmologies. And I've seen a lot of like maps, like visualizations of how stuff like this could work, and that's how I like to work out. Like when I'm working on fictional things, I like to think, or world building for tabletop or for stories or comics and stuff like that, I like to think about the tapestry of how the fundamentals work, like the quantum and the para, behind like how the cosmology, the structure of things work. So if I get into supernatural stuff or quantum stuff or whatever I'm trying to explain, I always have this framework in place. And I feel like that's why I'm so I kind of addicted to like learning about the Hoyoverse stuff, even though it feels more ambiguous right now. I think just like they're feeding pieces, but I feel like these pieces can really, there's something there, and it can be simplified. I'm certain of it. I'm certain of it. I just need to collect enough of the pieces in order to try to speculate on things or build on it, because maybe some stuff is not defined yet, but it could be. And so something like quantum and imaginary, I feel like there's an idea there. There's an idea there that I think it can work out. That I can maybe do a parallel thought exploration tied to Dungeons and Dragons ethereal versus astral, for example, or like quantum realm versus, like, there's philosophies. Like I got a philosophy background to some degree too, so there's like ideas behind imagination being the creative, like the idea space, and then quantum being the science space. And so it's like creation and I don't want to say creation and destruction, but I mean at the very essence of quantum, like breaking things down into particles that can't be seen, right? And that these things become building blocks. You use imagination to put these things together, and maybe somewhere the tree is in the middle of this thing, and the tree is either feeding off one of these, like the idea of the tree possibly exists because of imagination, but it likely has to feed or be reconstituted or something because of quantum, because the particle elements of it. So it brings like the science part of it together with the, I guess, the conceptualization or idea manufacturing of like the philosophy behind ideas. There's like 3 layers of idealism. I don't know if I made up that word, but anyways, it goes like there's the real thing, there's the idea of the real thing, and then there's the proto idea of the idea. So like you have to have an idea of the idea to conceptualize an idea, and so that's the idea becomes like, where does the idea of the idea come from, right? And so you can go 3 layers deep, and I like to kind of bring these things together and try to work all that out in some future essays or something like that, video essays that I maybe put together for the Hoyoverse. Okay, so that's just like, it's buried inside this lore video. Not lore video, sorry, this like me just reading stuff and collecting lore. But now for the people who stuck around this long, because I'm reaching an end of this one, I think, as I finish the reading of this, but you now have context behind where my brain is at when I'm reading these small things that feel like meaningless. They're not meaningless. Like I have to build up my foundation, what I call the scaffolding, the idea scaffolding or the brainstorm scaffolding, because then on that you build the ideas that will be mine, but they're being informed by what's coming from Hoyoverse and stuff like that, right? And then if it doesn't exist, hopefully I can put something out there that makes it easier for people to conceptualize what's going on, if that makes sense, right, between the different worlds, because they're not connected. I get that, but they are, and there's going to be a layer that explains this in a simple way, I think. And if Hoyoverse doesn't get there first, I would like to get a shot at it, but I think I'm going to be very behind. I think they'll probably get to something more explicit before I can put something together. That's what I think, because there's a lot to absorb right now. But anyways, there you go, putting it out there. Don't confirm or deny anything. That's just where I'm at right now, and I'm only at the beginning of these 3 games, but that's where I'm at. And so now I'm building on top of that and seeing where we get to. And then you're part of this journey. If you again stuck around this long into this episode, you're part of the journey of like when I'm experiencing the game, I'm actually thinking of all of this while I'm also experiencing the fun of the game, if that makes sense. Cool. So there you go. Okay, so let's move on. Interastral Peace Corporation. This is all either a lot of drafts leading to this 26-34 chapter, or just a very large book here. She really has stuff to say. So we got Klepoth, the Amber Lord, a colossal statue without a head, silent and oblivious. They only think about constructing their mysterious and giant wall. What was it for? No one knows. What is this? What is it they're trying to keep out? No one knows. Most normal people will ignore it after realizing our ignorance, but there are always abnormal people in this world. There are 2 different types even in that group. One type thinks that, wow, there's a god building. There's a god building a wall. That this means walls are sacred. So we're going to build walls too. What kind of ridiculous logic is this? And with that, this group of people believes they've received some sort of revelation and began wasting precious resources to build useless things on their respective planets. These people are known as the architects. As for the other groups, well, they're even dumber than the architects. Although the architects have a few screws loose in their heads, they're at least thinking about doing things that are beneficial to themselves. On the contrary, the other groups of people think that, wow, there's a god building a wall. This means walls are sacred, so we have to help God build walls. Wow. And and with that, a group of people filled with self-sacrificing mentality gathered and formed a support team for Klipoth. Knowing that they're not exactly capable of doing anything, this support team used the power of paths and flew to different worlds to source the various materials needed for building a wall as a tribute to the god. At this very moment, two intelligent individuals emerged from this group of imbeciles and changed the destiny of the entire cosmos. Did you scratch this up because you maybe didn't want to release this? The destiny of the entire cosmos. And now the writer will explain the events to follow in detail. First, the support team flew to an unfamiliar planet. They were lucky to find the planet inhabited by a friendly race who received them warmly. The support team said, "Respected companions of the cosmos, the universe is facing destruction and our eon is building a wall spanning across light years to protect the cosmos. We urge you to take part and join in on the construction." The aliens reply, smiling, "Wow, that sounds extraordinary. What can we do to help?" The support team says, "We need wood, stone, rebar, cement, titanium, anything that and everything that can be used in construction. We want them all." The aliens reply, "Good, we have a lot of those materials. What will you use to trade them?" That's where this is going. And this is when the first landmark of economics was born, the trade of resources, or war. The support team says, "Oh, we have a lot of wood, stone, rebar, cement, titanium, anything and everything that can be used to build stuff. We have it all." The aliens reply, "This kind of trade would be pointless." And this is when the wise ones take the stage. Today, both their names are inscribed into each wall and ceiling panel in the IPC. Louis Fleming and Dongfang Qixing. The wise ones quickly answer, "There is a planet called Clementine, 3 systems from here. It has a local specialty called Winter Sun fruit that is incredibly delicious and melts in your mouth. The two upsold the berries as if it were something that fell out of heaven." Oh no, marketing comes into play. The alien replies, "Wow, that sounds amazing. Okay, 500 kilograms of wood for 500 kilograms of winter sun fruit." And this is when resource gained a quantitative value. Winter sun fruits are exceptionally precious. Wise man number 1, Louis Fleming, says, "An entire amber era wouldn't yield 500 kilograms of it. On the contrary, 500 kilograms of wood means very little to you. How about this? We'll trade 5 kilograms of winter sun fruit for your 500 kilograms of wood. I guarantee you'll love it." Dear readers, this conversation took place nearly 800 amber eras ago. I'm sure you can tell that wise man number 1 was being completely dishonest. Though winter sun fruits may be delicious, it is nowhere near as rare as he described it to be. The wise man was lying. He was able to do this because he had the ultimate advantage of asymmetric information. Once one party has more information than the other, then they will gain the absolute initiative. When applied to this specific incident, it meant that wise man number 1 possessed the power to set prices. And with that, things start to develop in a positive direction. The support team realizes that they need to provide the trade with merchandise that the other party is interested in for them to get the resources that they want. The support team no longer purchases only construction materials, but start to buy food, drinks, clothes, and everyday goods. Then they bought everything that the other planet would be interested in. The more business they did, the bigger their businesses grew. Intellect number 2, Dongfang Qixing, realized something. If they're the only people in the entire cosmos that are in the trade business, then it's time for them to set their own rules. And with that, the galactic currency was born. More than 770 amber eras ago, Louis Fleming and Dongfang Qixing announced the reformation of the support team and started the Interstellar Peace Corporation, the IPC. At the same moment, the IPC introduced the Universal Galactic Currency, credits. Ever since that day, the people of each planet never had to worry about how much they could trade for their local specialties. Everything already had a price tag attached to it. They would receive credits from the IPC and use the credits to purchase merchandise from the IPC. The market is no longer comprised of 3 parties with the IPC in the middle. Now, people can purchase goods directly from the IPC, although the sellers and buyers didn't change much. This actually forms a great advantage for the IPC. The buyer and seller asset movement seems to have come to a halt. Halted asset means that there are now deposit capital. Halted asset means that there are now deposit capital. My brain is breaking on this one. Halted asset means that there are now deposit capital. I feel like something's wrong with the wording here, and I think I know what the idea here is, that there are now deposit capital. Let's move on. Assets valued in the trillions have suddenly become hidden behind the IPC's credits and immediately filled the IPC's pockets, but the IPC has a bottomless pockets. And just like that, the IPC turned from being just a small organization sourcing materials from an eon to the strongest force in the entire cosmos. However, it is worth mentioning that even after having made such a great accomplishment, the IPC never forgot why the organization was put together in the first place. The construction materials the IPC has accumulated over nearly 800 amber eras are now piled across each planet surrounding Eon Klipoth. The Eon has never uttered a word about their actions nor made any use of their offerings. Even so, the IPC's outlook remains unwavering. This is what you call faith. And that's it. Keeps people busy. What a mess. Oh, these are short. Dang nabbit password change. We read that one. This is mentally well. Writing this report. Drafts, the researcher didn't tell me his name. So I think he was scribbled on my note. We got this new one here. So it does show the new tag there when you pick something new up. Sometimes at night, the mysterious melon fairy will appear on the seed aisle and make the melon you planted there 3 times larger. However, if you only planted snap peas, she will seek you out and punch you. So far, I've only gotten punched, so I switched to planting melons. I hope she appears again. Update: the melon fairy in the seed aisle is fake news. The terrible person only said that because she was found out trying to steal my snap peas and punched me. I shouldn't have trusted her. Update 2. Dear friends, I am rescinding my statement above. The melon fairy is not a divine being because I did see her. She said she wanted to write my report for me. Another person's handwriting. Just stop. This is a hallucination caused by hallucinogens from the department leaking into the from our department leaking into the fertilizer. Wake up. There will be no pretty melon fairy coming to help any of you complete your reports. What a disaster. What a disaster. Number 5 we don't have. And then the blank keys between the bank. Oh, we read this one. And why did you? Keys aren't working because the keys aren't working. Dummy. And finally, we got one of 3. I've read this one. Astro Rod. Only as a collection item. Research application is forbidden. Curio profile. A tool invented by Herda researchers to explore the geological structure of alien planets, mainly made of the 108th elemental metal from a deceased planet. Its body emits a glowing blue radiance, appearing as if the user is holding nothing. The sensor at the endpoint to where the user came from and guides them on the way back. No matter how hard the geological structure of the planet is, just gently insert the astro rod into the surface of the planet and it can analyze a great deal of geological data. It is a sacred object in the eyes of those researchers who are fascinated with the study of planetology related studies. Chadwick, Department of Cosmic Geography, researcher, history of the future projection of astro rod development. Misa, Cosmic Geography, the astro rod's development history and current state. Researcher notes, the astro rod, I've heard of it even before stepping foot in the space station, and now I finally can see it in its physical form. When Schilling. An astro rod is said to be the gift that best represents someone's love. An astro rod can point her in the direction she desires and can tell her my feelings for her. Name omitted. Wait a minute, I just read into that. Don't think I don't know what you're up to. Oh no. The Curio has been damaged during the invasion of Antimatter Legion. Do not submit research applications. Curio profile. A tiny, pristine, and well-decorated box. The container itself is clean and flawless, and it has 9 mini drawers on each of its 4 faces, not including the top and the bottom faces. Within each drawer is a luminescent crystal that corresponds to a color on the starlight spectrum. Currently only contains parts of its original pieces as the curio is yet to be fully restored. Sarah Department, okay, blah blah. Wait, what? Sarah Department of Insights, level 4 researcher. Okay, an examination on clues about eons conveyed in light of the stars via spectral imaging technology. And then we got Department of Imminent Arts, a study on denoising stellar images of light of the stars. Researcher notes, I'm so upset. Only 2 studies before it's my turn and the Legion destroyed it. Why does the Department of Insight like studying this thing so much? For all I care, you all are the reason that it's defunct. Name omitted again. We got Emily up top. Profile number 148. We got the Crack Up Conch. And this is what the Light of Stars defunct. Okay, Crack Up Conch. Do not expose to water. A polished conch covered in a pattern of planetary rings. Hold it to your ear. Ooh, it's like a cosmic shell. Seashell. Hold it to your ear to hear distant jokes told into the conch. What? As long as you can hold back from laughing, you can slowly obtain the power offered by the being within the conch. Those who try to gain power in this way will eventually die in a depression of unmatched intensity. Legend says 3 previous users are still alive and living in seclusion. Related studies. Due to outdated research data, the Crack Up Conch will be reconditioned in the near future. All related papers are currently disabled. Please stay tuned. Research notes. Thank you, Magical Conch. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't know what to do when I feel down. Mayor, Department of Insight. What is wrong with this thing? Why does it keep trash talking me? My blood pressure is through the roof. Just how is it de-stressing? When Shiki, Department of Implemental Arts. And let's just change its name and call it call it Crack Up Conch Corrupted. Lead researcher Asta. When will this be updated? Okay, well that's fun. And we are caught up. My God, it feels good, doesn't it? A little bit lightheaded. My throat's about to go. I can probably cut together a reasonable episode with this. I think. Little side episode before we venture forth into the plot. I know it's sort of in the middle of something, but again, if I get overwhelmed with a lot of content, I might take even longer to get around to it, or I'll just do it off camera. But I sort of want to share my experience along the way as I read these things because I want to build up that knowledge. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. Messages. Can I check on our friends? No. Wait, her does that? Of course she does. Oh, that's my last question. Okay, my last thing here. Automatic reply. Okay, so we're done with messages. I'm done with everything here except, I guess, leveling. Got a light cone here for you. Oh, I didn't read any of these, though. Okay, well, hold on. These are the ones that are my... Yeah, that's right. The following effects only work on characters of the path of erudition. Okay. That being said, this one's a 4-star. So I should probably take it. The Maiden and the Painting increases damage dealt by the wearer's follow-up attacks by 24%. The current HP of the target enemy is below or equal to 50% increased damage dealt by the follow-up attack by an extra 24%. So if it's almost dying, it does even more damage. In the beginning, it had the exact same pose as the previous portrait. Looking at the face identical to hers, she was convinced that this was not her. Impossible. How can 2 portraits be exactly the same? She tweaked its joints, opened its eyes, and made its fingers softer. She looked happy when all the changes were done. Completely different from yesterday. This is more like who I am today. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's read the 3 that apply to erudition, I suppose. There's no harm. After the wearer uses a skill, additionally regenerates 8 energy. This effect cannot be repeatedly triggered in a single turn. A drop of strength condensed from time itself. All the seemingly insignificant moments come together to form the magnificent choir of fate. Knowledge is locked behind a gate, the key to which is hidden from those seeking answers from others, while made obvious for those determined to find it on their own. Pretty good. And then we have, I see, this is Epiphany. This is Learned. Increases the wearer's ultimate damage by 28%. I mean, that's pretty good. Oh, man. A drop of strength condensed from time itself. Wait, what? It says the same opening here. I see. All the seemingly insignificant moments, okay, inquire fate, but this is different here. Human extinction is inevitable, but the library will live on, lonely, immobile, and hidden from the public. Its vast collection is useless, yet pure from corruption. Learned. I mean, the ultimate, I mean, this one is increases damage, follow up. Yeah, but this is obviously better. Yeah, but, okay, so that's now on. We have... I can level her up, I suppose. I'm level 6, 5, 6, and 1. Let's level her up to at least 6. I can't because I need these things. Right. I gotta do things. Well, surely I got some stuff for free. Nope. No, I didn't. Alright, I gotta actually do the plot. I gotta do the plot to move some of this forward. Let's check all of them though, just in case. Okay, for Sampo, let's check the light cone for Sampo as well while we're here. We have, because it gives me a chance to read some of them. So we got Pursuit. A drop of strength condensed from time itself. Okay, we got that. And then those running away from the past think no one understands their despair. When they finally take a breather, they'll find their future selves staring right at them with bloodshot eyes. Well, that's foreboding. Increases damage dealt from its wearer to slowed enemies. This is the same one here. Pursuit. We got Fallen. At the start of the battle, the wearer's effect hit rate increases by 20% for 3 turns. That's kind of useful, of course. It's 3 turns, but to hit rate. I don't think I missed though in this game. I don't remember missing. Effect hit rate? Anyways, he stared into the void, hanging high like the dark sun at the end of all matter, or a mouth that answered all questions. It said, redacted. The answer couldn't be expressed in any human language, but could be understood by all. Well, that's Cthulhu shit right there. Well, I say this one, I suppose. It's a 3-star. Yeah, let's put this one on him. Sure, why not? And let's try, if possible. Do you have any cards? You do not. No, I think I gotta wait. All right, and light cone for you. We are done. I think that's the last cleanup I had to do, folks. As far as I know. A little bit. I need to go Star Rail Pass, right? I need this one. Wait, what? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done right now? Where was I? Oh, God. What was I doing? That's why I hate these exchange things. I hate this fucking currency stuff, man. Exchange. No. This one. Ember Exchange. Jesus. Okay, Undying Embers. And I got a deal here, so it's worth the cost. Oh, available 5. I can buy up to 5. I feel like this is worth it, man. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know how easy these things are to come by. I think these come off of warps. Yeah, they come like, right? They're like bonuses you get. So, but yeah, why the hell not? Just, you burn all of this away. It's like, it feels calculated. Probably isn't, but. And Bushki, done. We got our 4. And let's do our pull here and wrap this one up here. For those who stuck around, you all get to see a pull. I meant to double check, but I just hold on. Part of me is like, uh-oh. I think I'm pretty sure I hit. Oh shit. Standard. I better be on a standard there. Well, we're about to find out. And see, Undying Embers 20. Just like, even by like using them, you get more. So like, why wouldn't you do this? I don't understand. Like, it feels like it scales pretty good, man. Got a bunch of, I do have to remember to recheck these on all the characters though, because there might be better ones in here at this point, right? Subscribe for more. A 4-star right there. Arrows. I don't think I'm gonna get a character, but I got that 4-star. But yeah, there it is. All right. Well, we got ourselves another stack. So with that said, if I go to, let's see, achieved. We got obtained 20 types. Boom. And then we're going to go to characters. And I'm going to check real quick. Did I end up putting 3 stars on your stuff? Switch. I did. Okay, good. And then for this one, let me double check here. Increases the wearer's basic attack and skill damage by 20%. The death of all things is as natural as the birth. Time erodes everything, turning all tangible entities to dust. A drop of strength condensed from time itself. We read that. Okay, and then how does one make perfect the past of a planet? Now immediately rend the planet asunder. This is Legion, for we are many. And then we have Eradication. Absolute control comes from the ability to inflict total destruction. The wearer deals 20% more damage to enemy targets whose HP percentage is greater than 50%. I'm going to switch it. Increases the wearer's basic attack and skill damage. Basic attack by 20% is always on though. If it's a basic attack, this is like, yeah, that's also this would also be basic attack. This is all attacks. As long as the enemy's HP is greater than 50, that's actually really good. So up front, like if I get especially early initiative, I can really take advantage of being a hard hitter up front. Increases the wearer's basic attack. Okay, that's the same one. This is Havoc. Is that what I have now? It is. And we have another Havoc. Yes. I'm going to switch to this one. This feels right to me. All right. I'm tempted to, I don't know, to enhance one of these at some point. Okay, not right now. And then we got Light Cone. Let me just double check hers. I've got a 3-star. All right, only those who aren't affected by time can survive in time. That's Stasis. We got this new one here. When the bearer breaks an enemy's weakness, the wearer restores HP by 12% of their max HP. And this was what? Increase the wearer's defense by 60% if the wearer's current HP is lower than 50%. Increase their defense by a further 16%. Okay, so she gets defensed up. And then these are all the same here. IPC, IPC, and IPC. So do I want defense or do I want when the bearer breaks an enemy's weakness? I heal every time I hit a target that's got a weakness to my attack. That feels pretty big. Or I can do super defense or heal. I'm going to try heal for a bit. I'm going to try this one for a bit. Switch it up. And then let's check you. You are also a 3. The hunter's eyes are the clearest when they pull back the bowstring with the arrow notched. We got a lock. Why is this one locked right now, though? Why does that happen? Was a 4-star. So you don't destroy it by accident, I guess. There was a button in, was it Genshin? Yeah, it's Genshin. I clicked something like that and it locked it. The orange-haired girl slowly lifts the sledgehammer while shouting enthusiastically at the camera. Ever seen a pretty girl doing the cinder block smashed on chest stunt? I didn't sign up for this, the brunette girl cried out loud, only to be met with a sly smile from the girl with the orange hair. Please, just let me do this. This is what people would have wanted. What? Like before you leave. Like before you leave. Yo, what is up? Is everything coming through? Okay. Well, this is increase the damage of the wearer's basic attack and skill by 24%. The effect increases by extra 24% when the wearer's current energy reaches its max level. Energy reaches it. So just hold on the ultimate, right? Isn't it the energy is what triggers the ultimate? So it's that circle thing. Energy max level. Don't use the ultimate, and then I'm basically doing plus 48. I mean, that seems pretty good. At the start of battle, the wearer's crit rate increases. I mean, yeah, this 4-star, I think, is the way to go. Alliance, freedom fighters will never die, as their stories will forever be told. And then we got War Cry. The battle has begun. Arrows are thirsty for blood. And we got this one, the Crisis. The hunter's eyes are the clearest. Yeah, before the boasting, that's one I got now. All right, let's go to the 4-star here. Pop and pop. Perfect. Just gonna selfie. Oh no, what is happening here? Okay, some circus routine. I don't know. Light cone switch. That was a 4-star already, so I think we're good here. But I do get to read these. In the beginning, it had the exact same pose. Like that's a portrait. I read all these. Wait, why is I didn't or I did? No, I did. She tweaked the joints, completely different yet from yesterday. And then, but this is new right here. Oh, because I just never mind. A drop of strength condensed. Okay, as should wise ones be unable to abandon their identities as humans, they shall be abandoned by wisdom. That was genius. Epiphany we read, and learned we read. So we're good here. We're going to keep the 4-star. we're almost there. I just did this one, so we're going to be good here. And then we have finally, this one is a 3-star. And we got concerted. After entering battle, increase the attack of all allies by 8%. Effects of the same type cannot stack. And then we have, upon entering battle, increase the speed of all allies by 12%. So we get to go first for the enemy. That's pretty good. What can be more joyous than purging disharmony? And that's the same. We got Fleet Triumph. After the wearer uses attacks to get hit or gets hit, additionally regenerates 4 energy. This effect cannot be repeatedly triggered in a single turn. So we get 4 energy. Well, more energy if we get hit or attack. So you get your ultimates faster? I don't know. Concerted is what I have. I'm going to go with increase attack. I feel like I need to go with speed. Just going first, I suppose. I don't know, actually. I don't know. Regenerate, get our ultimates faster? Or increase attack? Effects of the same type cannot stack. After entering battle, increase it. I mean, no, okay, let's leave this one alone. All right, we're good. What else? Do I have anything else like weapons? I don't have weapons, do I? Oh, I got powers. Okay. Just double checking these, but it does look like they all have the same pattern here of needs. Oh, nope, we got one here. Yep, let's activate that sucker right there. All right, and then these would be blinking if I could do them, right? So, otherwise they got limitations, yeah. There we go. Here we go. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we'll come by more of these as we play. So I'm not gonna worry too much. Let's just unlock it, and then we get this one here for her. Sure, man. Yeah, man. What else? That's max, and that's gonna have ascension limitations like everyone else. And I think I keep saying I think we're done. I think now we're done. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, it was worth it. It was worth it because from here I can move on, and it feels pretty good. At least they were once hot and bright. I mean, I might have picked up some new things along the way so I could clean up, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty thoroughly cleared. There's more ways to buy, but I'm gonna hold off at this point. I don't need to do any more. We'll just get some through play. Although these deals are mighty tempting, I can get one more. I already got points back. It's just like, bam, why not? I don't know, special, I'm not so sure, but these ones feels like that deal is worth it. 7 days. Well, this will be updated by the time this ends. I don't think I made a mistake. I mean, there's other things I can get here that if I'm like 1 or 2 down of these things, then I suppose you get them just to get you scaled. But I'm not. I'm in less in a rush from doing that than I am, not in a rush to get pulls, but pulls are fun. And so as content, I would rather get the pulls sooner, and the rest can come with gameplay, you know? So we've moved nowhere in these last, I've got 2 hours, just over 2 hours. Whatever this turned into for all of you, I think it's worth it. We're going to move on after this and push the story for the next session. It's probably going to be, I'll probably do a long session too. So we'll try to get to an actual planet because I do know that I have to get to planets in order to start grinding out my dailies and just being able to liquidate a lot of the whatever the hell it's called, the fuel or whatever it's called in this game, so that we can just scale a little faster. So I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thanks for showing up, of course. I'll catch you in the next stack of episodes. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire. Peace.